Okay, so it has been quite a while since I've actually made a video, ever since Hurricane Joaquin, however you pronounce it, has started to cause quite an issue and a commotion in the weather world, especially on the East Coast. Now, I won't be making a map until tomorrow. I'm going to try and squeeze it into my life schedule because I take my meteorology class and all these other things. Plus, my professor gives me extra credit for lecturing the class because I'm ahead of everybody. But anyways, going back to this, I just want to go over a couple quick things real quick. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to go over, and I do this in the winter time too. I noticed that nobody's actually doing this with the hurricane. They're so focused on models, spaghetti plots, and 500 millibars, which is good. Trust me, that's actually a really good thing. Observations are good, but you want to really see the bigger driving forces. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to go over to the climate weather link to the teleconnections real quick and get a little idea of what's going on. If we go over to the NAO, as you can clearly see, there is going to be a significant nosedive. This signifies that there will be blocking, not allowing this storm to exactly scoot hard right out to sea. That is not going to happen. I'm not saying that it won't miss the East Coast. It may, skirt it, but it's not just gonna like that. So we have that down right there. We're already aware of that. If we go back real quick to, I should never close that out. People don't actually think about this, but you know what? Let's just open 2 new links. That's what we're gonna do. The AO. Well, people probably are wondering, why are you looking at the AO, Joey, if it's not winter? It's very simple. If the AO was negative, there would be cold air intrusion going on. Not exactly cold, but cool. What happens when you have cold air that drops through? You have cold fronts coming through. These cold fronts tend to push these hurricanes out to sea. And as you can clearly see, that is not going to happen either. So now we're left to go to our PNA. So this right here, if you look, it's all within the timing of this hurricane, and people think that it's a transitional period. Not always, actually. Large-scale events like a typhoon curvature, northwest, can flip the teleconnections around. So you can see that there's a kink that goes from down to up in the increment of +1. That means you have a stable ridge right now. This is going to allow the trough to go negative, and I personally do not believe that there will be a landfall right now in New England. I don't even feel like New Jersey really is going to have a landfall at this moment. I would really go Ocean City, Maryland, to Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Even South Carolina, I think, is way too far south. So if we go over real quick to our this is very important. We're going to go to our goes east real quick, and we're going to look at the water vapor. This is very, very, very vital. We're going to view the loop, exit out of this. Yeah, I should probably do this before I make these videos. It'll make time go by a lot quicker. Yeah, definitely learn a lesson on that. I just want to point out a couple things real quick. So if we have the fronts laying out, this thing is just really exploding in strength. There's actually potential, not definite, but there's about a 15-25% chance it becomes a Cat 4. It will not impact the location as a Cat 4. Most likely it will not. The percentile of that possibility is like 90%, so it's like a 10% chance. But you can see the convection, the closed off convection, not allowing any dry air to get in there. This thing is just closed off, built like its own little fortress. So if you look over here where all this dry air is, this is the lifting mechanism, okay? And the trough is kind of around like this. What's going to happen is this storm is going to kind of move a little bit more like this, and then it's going to start to come up. The question is, how much of this high pressure is going to have an influence on this? This disturbance is now pulling away. This is having less of an influence on us, which is good to make the forecast more easier. But the question now also depends on how quick is this going to go negative, and how strong is that high pressure system up there going to be? Well, it's 1034 millibars right now, and the GFS model actually missed the pressure drops at this moment that the European picked up on. It also was weakening the high pressure system after it made landfall, mostly. So it's really all about the timing on that, which I will definitely be monitoring. That's pretty much all I can say right now. Like I said, I've been very busy, but tomorrow I have like one homework assignment I'll do, and I'm going to devote the rest of my time exactly to this. So basically, my concern area, okay, because if we were to be realistic over here, alright, high pressures could, be like in that area. There is the potential for that. This will create almost like a protective shield, sort of like, I would say, like that. This protective shield, like that. So basically, your hurricane, could only go so far north. And that is why basically my issue, though I will put South Jersey in here, this is basically my area of concern. I'm leaving South Carolina out. I think it's a little bit too far south. But this is really the area that you want to watch, because as the trough comes out and, begins to turn negative, what's going to happen is this is going to act like an anchor and it's going to hook. Where is it going to hook is the big question. So that's basically all I have right now. Stay tuned for another video tomorrow, and I'm also going to be making a map tomorrow with the cone of uncertainty. Okay, I hope you guys learned something from this.